disappearance and death of Alexis Crawford. Warrants reveal the Clark Atlanta University student was allegedly strangled and smothered after a fight with a roommate and the roommate's boyfriend. Crawford was reported missing on November 1st, just one day after police say that she was murdered, but her body wasn't found until 7 days later in a DeKalb County park.
Hope Ford has the warrants, and Hope, it says both suspects had something to do with how Alexis died.
Yeah, according to the warrants, Crawford was physically choked by one suspect and a black trash bag placed over her head, smothering her, by the other suspect. And what makes this also shocking is her murder happened a few hours after she was last seen on surveillance video with her roommate.
11 p.m., October 30th. Jordan Jones tells police she took Crawford to a liquor store. Here Crawford is on camera. And it's these pictures that would be released after Crawford was reported missing. But as it turns out, warrants show Baron Brantley, Jones's boyfriend, admitted to police the two women got into a physical altercation soon after the trip to the liquor store. Then between 2:30 and 5 a.m. on Halloween, the warrant says Jones smothered the victim until she stopped breathing, with Brantley getting involved and choking the victim as well. This report shows Brantley confessed that he and Jones placed Crawford's body in a plastic bin and took it to Exchange Park in DeKalb County. Now we know what happens next. A missing persons report, searches, vigils, and the eventual arrest of Jones and Brantley.
The case has come to one of the saddest conclusions possible.
And during this time, Reverend Markel Hutchins, a spokesperson for the Crawford family, says Jones was posting on her Instagram account, sharing Crawford's missing persons report, and even writing, "This is a difficult time for me right now and I just feel helpless." She also asked people to stop harassing her and put their energy into finding my friend.
And those posts on Jones' Instagram were made days after the warrants show Crawford was already dead. Now, both Jones and Brantley are scheduled to appear next in court on November 22nd.
Just 4 days before she was killed, Crawford had accused Brantley of sexually assaulting her, and Jones told police it had caused a rift between her and Crawford. You can read about the allegations on 11alive.com, and you can look for the story on our homepage.
Hello, Evil Deeds. This is Ebby and Tay. Welcome to our podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're back with another story.
What's up, people? It's been a long time no see. But yeah, like I said, we got another story for y'all. And kind of about friendship. Do you Well, how you feel about friendship? You think like
F is for friends who do stuff together. Nah, I love friendship. Friendship is necessary on so many levels.
If it's for fire that burns down the whole thing.
Oh no! What kind of friendships you got?
You is for uranium.
You need therapy. Sound like therapy to me.
No, man. No, but I feel like people come and go, you know.
Wow, that's very depressing.
You don't think so?
And people come and go.
People come and go.
Well, I feel like. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can go. You got.
I feel like friends don't come and go. I feel like acquaintances do.
Because you could have 1,000 people that call you their friend. Like I have a lot of people call me friends. But I really only have like a handful of friends. Well, that I see as like friends.
Of course, because you shouldn't. Those are acquaintances. They may call you friend. People call everybody friend, even their enemies friends. But you have to be able to discern and know the difference. Most of the people you call them friends are just coworkers, you know, or just people who want to watch in on your life if it's on social media, or it's just people who, you know, just see what you're doing in life and want to do what you do. You know, it's a lot of different aspects to that. They not just saying friends because you're their actual friend.
So, what about you have a true friend? Like you've known this person for years. And
That doesn't make them a true friend.
Yeah.
People stay away for long. People will be with you 10, 20 years just to get what they can get out of you. Like they committed to themselves but they see things that can prosper them through you.
So even if y'all grow up from the sandbox to
Yeah.
you wouldn't consider that your friend?
You would if they are your actual friend. If y'all have like
but you don't
a real connection and they're not selfish or plotting against you or jealous of you.
But you see, you never see it coming when they're plotting against you though, because they're your friends. Like if you that's your best friend, your guard gonna always be down because you like that's my friend. My friend ain't gonna do me like that.
But over the years, it's gonna be little things that you're gonna look at and be like, that don't look right. But you're gonna overlook it because you love them. But just like there are red flags to relationships, I feel like there are red flags to friendship, and you don't really see it till it's all over. Like friendships are just like relationships. It's crazy. Right. They're just as intimate, if not more intimate, especially with women. Would tell you the whole thing.
I know y'all.
If we trust.
Boy, that one's like when women get into it. Lord have mercy, they straight for the juggler every time. Like it's no with guys. It's kind of like level. Okay, you know I say a little something. See where you gonna take it. You take it a little higher. Okay, I'm gonna take it to your level. Y'all off the gate. Your dead grandma and this like guys.
Not friends.
Man, yeah.
Them just people that they ain't really your friends. Somebody that come out the gate and talk about your grandma, like if we really friends, your grandma, my grandma, so I would never even fix my mouth to say nothing like that.
Cause y'all talk about it and be best friends all over again later. Like
that's
it never
not
happened.
Real friends.
Like it never
That's
happened.
not real friends. Those are acquaintances. Okay. They not. You can't be a real friend. You can't be a real friend and talking about my dead grandma that you knew. I mean, you ever cross that line, and baby.
And she tell your grandma cakes was nasty anyway.
Not grandma can't make a cake. Oh, you looking for a fight?
Oh man. And then okay, y'all like that one moment. Then the next moment, you know, I like your grandma cake. You know, them the best cakes I ever had.
Well, you talk about my grandma cakes and saying that's not why your grandma dead. It's two different things. You know, some things you can't come back from. You say that's why your grandma dead. Oh, you ain't come back from that one. Oh no.
So y'all could forgive without forgiving.
Like, what you mean?
Like y'all could be like y'all could be like if a person apologizes, y'all just be like, but y'all really don't forgive them though. So it's like forgiving without forgiving.
And it's not forgiving if you just say, I forgive you. I forgive you.
But y'all still cool. But y'all still cool though.
That's not forgiveness. That's somebody trying to process the situation to decide if they're gonna stay or leave. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is I forgive.
You never been in a situation like that where a person probably said something out of line and they come back and be like, you know what I'm saying? My bad. I ain't mean for it to get like that. You just okay, and y'all back friend, back cool or whatever. You never been in a situation like that? No.
Only once. No.
So you forgave her without forgiving her?
No, I forgave her.
Oh, you did?
I feel like it's a personal choice. You can say, but either you're the type of person that automatically forgives or you're not. And I'm the person that automatically forgives. Okay. But, forgiveness can come with goodbye, too.
Yeah, like this song say.
Sometimes goodbye is a second chance.
Why you read my thoughts, man? Why you read my thoughts?
Because that's my song.
That is so crazy. I was sitting there. I was sure about to bust it out. All right. Let's get into this story. We ain't talked y'all long enough. Hopefully, y'all don't have a short attention span. Y'all ain't clicked off like, oh my goodness, these people here.
These weenies.
All right, so this story is about Alexis Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
So Alexis Crawford was a 21-year-old girl from Athens, Georgia. You ever been there? I know you've been around. Athens. Yeah, she was a senior at Clark Atlanta University, and she was a double major. And she lived in a nearby campus. She lived in a nearby off-campus apartment with her best friend, Jordy Jones, who also attended Clark Atlanta University. Jordy was from Michigan. So on October 27, 2019, it was homecoming weekend, so
Turn up.
Yeah, they partying, they getting having
Waste.
fun, yeah, having fun. A lot of alcohol was involved. So, after a long day of partying and drinking, they decided that it's time to go back to the crib. But on this day, Jordy had brought her boyfriend, Baron Bradley, with her. And they all go back to the crib. And I guess Jordan had drunk a little too much, so she was feeling sick. So she decided to go to the room and lie down. So she left Alexis and Baron up. So Alexis doing what she doing, and I guess Baron just took it up on himself. He I guess she feeling it. Let me go over here and start rubbing on her and start kissing on her neck and stuff. So Alexis whoa, what you doing? And he oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I thought you was Jordan, even though they don't look nothing alike. Yeah, they don't look nothing alike. So now that Alexis feel uncomfortable, she get up and she go to her room. When she go to her room, Baron followed her to her room. So hours go by. I guess Jordan woke up and she realized, who the hell Baron at? My boyfriend at? So she get up, she looking around the apartment for her boyfriend. And she walks to the bathroom and she noticed the bathroom door was locked. So she's banging on the door. And, nobody opened. The door is never locked. So she's banging on the door and Baron comes to the door. He opened the door and he don't have a shirt on. And he we're not doing nothing. That's the first. Except he didn't actually say that. He said something else. I can't say on YouTube, but he
Sus.
right. So she peep in the bathroom and Alexis unconscious on the floor with her panties they look like they've been cut off with scissors because he had scissors on the floor. So now he's scared. So he darts out the bathroom. He grabs Jordy's car keys and he steals her car and get gone. But she does call the police and report that her ex-boyfriend stole her car. But she never mentioned he may assaulted my roommate too. She just
my best friend.
Yeah, my best friend, right. She never mentioned that. So now Alexis, the next day, Alexis really couldn't remember everything that happened, but she felt when something bad, when something bad happened to you. So out of suspicion, just feeling weird, she went to Grady Hospital for examination, and they told her that they found DNA inside of her, and later that DNA matched Baron Bradley.
That's so disgusting. You gonna rape somebody raw? What if she would have got pregnant? Oh, let me stop next.
So on October 30th, Alexis had asked Jordy if she could take her to a nearby liquor store to pick up a bottle of Jose. It's strong shit. And when they returned back to the apartment, Alexis went to her room, Jordy went to her room, and that would be the last time that anybody ever seen Alexis. So on November 1st, Alexis' family haven't heard anything from Alexis, which is, kind of weird because they was a tight family. So they called Jordy because, of course, Jordy is her best friend, and
Right.
So
they live together.
Right, yeah. Who else would know where she is but, a roommate.
Right.
But, she feeds them stories. She's like, no, we went to the liquor store, and when I got up this morning, she wasn't there. So I don't know where she is. But Alexis never mentioned anything about what happened between her and Baron. she kind of kept it to herself, but she did file a police report. So, but she never mentioned anything to her family about it. So, eventually, as the week go on, the kids at the school start, making Facebook, so putting it on the social media. Have you seen Alexis? And everything, and immediately, all the kids started assuming that Jordy had something to do with it. Just because
that's our best friend. She live with you,
right? That's your roommate. Like y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all share everything. Like you if something going on, she would tell you.
Yeah.
At least that's how I would think best friends work anyway, or roommates. However, I know. If I had if I was in the dorm with a guy, like, hey, what I'm saying, I'm going out here tonight, just in case, just in case something happens, you never know. So, of course, she clapping back on everybody on social media for accusing her. She like, I don't have nothing to do with it, and y'all wasting y'all time, energy, and time trying to accuse me when y'all could be out there looking for her. And just with everything that goes on, she decided to withdraw from school and move back to Michigan.
Sounds like she running to me.
Yeah, but before she could make a move, police wanted to bring her down to the station. They just want to ask her a few questions. And what she didn't know is, before she made her move, the police had talked to one of her and Alexis' mutual friends. And this mutual friend had provided the police with a text conversation. So before Jordy moved back to Michigan, the conversation was pretty much about Jordy asking his friend to buy a black plastic bin. It's like, a little black plastic clothes bin. Right. And she was just telling a friend, like, I'm finna move back to Michigan behind everything that's going on. And when I moved down here, my dad had bought me this black plastic bin to put all my clothes in, and he's gonna trip out if I don't have that black plastic bin. If you don't mind buying that bin for me. That's like
weird.
Yeah, right.
That's
like
so weird.
Like who trips over a bin? Like
it's like literally $10. Like,
right.
What?
So, she's being confronted with, this evidence. And also, her initial story, like I said, was, she went to her room, Alexa went to her room, and that was it. They slept the whole night. Nothing had what happened. So, of course, the apartment that they stayed in had surveillance camera. So, on the surveillance camera, they saw at like 3 a.m., they saw Jordy and Brantley leave the house like in the middle of the night, but they bagged the car up, like they said, like at the back of the apartment, like where the camera barely could see it, but they still caught them on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So now she confronted with this evidence. Now her story changed. So she said the night that they went and got liquor, when they came back to the apartment, Alexis and Jordy got into a physical altercation. She never said why, but they started fighting. And when they started fighting, Barron came out of the room and choked Alexis to death. So this whole time, Alexis never knew that Barron had been staying in the house this whole time. So whenever, that he stole her car, I don't know what he said to her to get back in good with her, and he moved, and she snuck him in the room, and he been staying there until this day. Like it is scary. Like you got a whole, you don't even know who's staying in your house.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So now they go and pick up Baron because they want to hear Baron's side of the story, and he pretty much says everything that Alexis says, except he said when he was strangling Alexis, Jordy had came out and put a plastic bag over Alexis' head. She never mentioned that part.
Sounds all right.
So they asked Jordy. They didn't ask Jordy. They asked Baron where can they find Alexis, and he took her to Exchange Park in DeKalb County. And when they found her, she was in a black plastic bin, and she had a black trash bag over her head. So now, both of them been charged with first-degree murder. And the case is still ongoing, but they did have a bond hearing. And they both denied bond because, they already felt like Jordy was gonna be a flight risk because, just because everything that was going on, she was finna get ready to move back to Michigan. And then Baron, he already had like a long rap sheet of just violent crimes. But I think due to like the pandemic and stuff, they've been putting that case off, so they never really got sentenced. But I'm pretty sure I kind of could guess what their fate gonna be. But then again, this girl, they might look at Jordy as, she deserves a second chance. You know how they be, people deserve a second chance, and she was just brainwashed by this guy.
And she may get less, but she's still gonna get a hefty sentence.
Yeah, but they'll never know. They'll give people a slap on the wrist sometimes. And you be like, what the hell?
Not black people for murder. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That don't happen too often.
So you don't think she would get a second chance? I hope she wouldn't get a second chance.
I don't
because
think she will. I don't think she will, because
Because
that's just like the ultimate betrayal. Not like you are the whole reason this death happened. Because if you never would have let him back in the house,
right,
he would have never strangled her to death.
right, it's like,
So you let him rape her and strangle her to death, and you helped.
yeah, she, she was never really a friend in the beginning. Like, and even friends was like, we told Alexis that this girl wasn't her friend.
Right.
It's just, y'all was day and night. Like, you the warm, bubbly one, and she was like the more of a standoffish.
What does that mean? You can't be friends? I'm
know
more
what?
standoffish than my friends. My
Nah.
friends are
No, you're not.
bubbly and social.
No, you're not.
When I first met
Well,
them,
you
don't
well,
know.
that's
When I
because
first met them.
you didn't warm up to them. Yeah.
But
Look at you now.
But
You the
even
turn
when
up
we was
queen.
coworkers, we was coworkers for a year, and I'm just a naturally standoffish person. Majority of the time, like it took me being around them to come out my shell or to even become sociable or hug them, because that's not who I am as a person. You can be day and night and still be best friends, because we are day and night.
I don't think so.
We are day and night.
I don't see it.
We are day and night.
Y'all are one and the same.
They're more loving. I'm more so filled with hatred.
Oh my
If I'm
goodness.
being honest,
No, you're not.
yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I hate people, and they love to socialize. They love talking to every new person that, like, they drained me the first couple times I met them. I was like, I'm an introvert, so my battery drains fast around a lot of people. So I was just like y'all are exhausting. Y'all energy is too high for us to ever be friends. But then when you get to know them and know their story, and you can love them for different reasons. I love them for how bubbly they are. It's exhausting, and I need to recharge after being around them, but I love them for that.
Do you think we day and night? Or you think we one the same?
Oh, we one the same.
You think so? That's not good because they say opposites attract.
You have to destroy each other.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
To destroy each other?
Yeah, that's why they attract.
No, I don't know about that one.
It is.
I don't know about that one.
They attract to destroy each other. I've never seen oil and water stay together for too long. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I know you have.
I know that.
I know you have. Not for too long.
That's
why you have to be equally yoked.
And I guess Alexis Jordan they was all in water. Well, no, it wasn't all in water. She I guess Alexis just was trusting. You know, people could be
the
so trusting.
Yeah,
because you could be like, I know I wouldn't do this to nobody.
So they wouldn't do it to me.
Yeah, I know they won't do it to me.
Night.
Yeah, right.
Just imagine her last moment. Like, you didn't even know this man was staying here. And then next thing you know, his hands are around your throat.
Right.
And then you see a friend come with a bag to help. Like, that's the betrayal she must have felt. Right. That's so heartbreaking.
To know, like, you and ate dinner with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, my family considered you like another daughter.
Mm-hmm. I know how the parents feel like we spend time with you, like you know the whole family.
Right.
I look at you as a daughter. You called me mom, and then you would kill my actual child. The betrayal they must feel.
Right.
But that wasn't a friend. That was a friend of me.
Right.
That wasn't a friend. It's hard to see past it though when you have friends. Because I know I've had friends for 10 plus years, and it just, you see things that aren't right, but you think like, maybe I'm just overthinking, I'm overreacting. You know?
Yeah. But, you know, also, I know when to let go, because I know I didn't have friends. Well, these are my best friends. I know, like, these my boys. Like, we gonna ride or die. But you know, over time, you kind of you know when, like, you need to let people go. You know, it probably hurt you, but in the end, it'd be for the best in the end. You know.
Yeah, you know when it's time to let go.
I just can't imagine. You know, you sending your child off to get an education, and your child come back with instead of a degree, she come back with a first degree murder.
Man, you could have got that anywhere. You know, some women are just loyal to their men and
that is so disgusting. That is so crazy. Like,
it's like brainwash.
I'm sitting here. I witnessed. Well, I ain't witnessed, but I can pretty much put together what happened in this bathroom with you and my friend.
Like, you wouldn't even made it out the bathroom. I see my friend on the floor, unconscious, with her panties cut off. Like, oh, it's about to go down. Like, right now, why you wouldn't even made it out the house? I wouldn't have let you make it out that house. Like, that's a real friend, but she's a fake friend. But you know, when you're younger, a lot of women are afraid to be looked at as lame because they don't have friends. You know, and you just keep people around you, and these people are toxic. These people are not friends. They just want to use you, or they want your man, or they want something from you. But you thinking, you know, like, I don't want to be alone. I need to put myself around friends so I can look popular and, you know, have people to do stuff with.
Right. I do think more that Jordy is really jealous of Alexis, because it's like, ain't no way, like, you would let this guy back in. Like, she probably felt like, damn, you know, he must really wanted her instead of me, you know, like, because then again, we don't really know who was the mastermind behind the whole thing, because she could have been the mastermind behind the whole thing, because she could have been like, you know, look, because like she did fill out a police report about Brantley, so I don't know how long DNA take to come back. Because there was a lot of wondering. I was like, well, if she filled out a police report, why they never pick him up? I don't know how long DNA takes to come back. But then again, too, they might have went to go pick him up. And, he was in the apartment the whole time. They couldn't find him. He been in the apartment the whole time.
All right.
So, Joy could have said, hey, if it's no face, no case, if we make her disappear, I'll charge to be dropped, But then again, we don't know who's really the mastermind.
He could have said that himself. No face, no case.
Yeah,
and she's like, well, yeah, okay,
and just go along with it, yeah, right. It's like for my man.
Okay. Doofus. That was just make me so mad because I be seeing that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Where women just pick their man over
and they
their children, over their friends, over everything. Right. And this man is literally a piece of trash. Right. Like, you can literally find better anywhere.
Right.
He probably don't ride for him.
Right. They could tell you anything. She probably asked her, like, what happened in the bathroom? Man.
She raped me.
Nah, he probably look. It's always like this long, unreal. See what she called me in the bathroom, right? And she was making macaroni art, and you know what I'm saying. She had a hot glue gun, and some of the glue had got on her panties. So she's like, "Oh, I can't get my panties off. They stuck to me." Grab the scissors. So I went and grabbed the scissors. It's gonna be something along that line.
Something that makes zero sense.
Right, you're like, why she got macaroni? Like, I don't know. She's drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be something. And they gonna be like, damn, that do make sense, huh?
Nah, she was coming on to me, and then she passed out.
Right.
Trying to take her pants off, trying to get me, baby. But I stayed faithful to you, baby. I ain't falling for it, baby.
Oh yeah, man. And then another disgusting thing, like when she was talking to the parents, she made sure the parents know that her boyfriend didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, they was like, what? Yeah, they're like, what? Because
still defending him.
Like no, this was before they got caught. She was letting them know, like when they were still looking for her. She was like, just to let y'all know, my boyfriend Baron Bradley didn't have anything to do with that. Just in case, because she did file a police report, but then again, she never said nothing to nobody. She just,
right.
So they like what?
Very suspect.
Baron Bradley, who the hell is that?
Suspect.
Baron Bradley. Right.
Suspect.
So, yeah, she's like, yeah, they didn't find no DNA in her. I was like, what? what DNA?
Voluntary information.
Yeah, like what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though they did, I don't know. He probably told like, nah, she lying. She just mad because I didn't want her. Yeah, man.
Then you may be right. Yeah. It could have been a degree of jealousy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you have to be looking like, why would you look at someone who is the victim and be jealous of them? Because your dude wanted to be with them. I mean, that don't make sense because it's not love. It's just rape. It's about taking somebody else's power. Well, intimate assault. It's about intimate assault. It's about taking somebody else's power. It's not about them looking better than you or anything. So that's kind of very foolish.
So you think this is all? It's just a power thing.
It is. It's a power thing. It's not about them looking better. It's not. It's about I'm taking your power away from you, and you can't tell me no. Dudes get off on the power of doing it. It's not even about the actual act of doing it. They just use their body as a weapon against women.
Yeah, it's crazy how much violence we see against women. Guys, I don't know what's up with guys. Like what do y'all got against these women? Like we need them. Like you supposed to love and cherish these women. Like they just, it's like every time I turn on social media, a guy killed He done killed his girlfriend, he killed his wife, he done killed his baby mama, and have the time to be the woman and the child. Like, what the innocent child got to do with it? Like,
what the innocent woman got anything
well,
to
yeah,
do
boy,
with it?
yeah, I'm sorry, man.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's just them enforcing what they want to do. They're forcing their own will upon others. I mean, but it's making it easier for dudes to kill women because they're dehumanizing us with every breath. Like, they first objectify them like women are nothing but breast and butt and vagina that's meant to be used for men. If you're not pleasing a man, you have no purpose in life. That was the first lie they told us. Then the second one is you a B or you a H, and now the new term is female. These females, like, we have yet to be looked at as a human. So that's why it's easy to exterminate us like an animal. They're dehumanizing us so they can kill us, and they're giving themselves permission to kill us because they can, and because they don't see us as human. They don't see us as their equal. They see us as less than. All the older generation of men started this. Yeah. Telling the young men, don't let her talk to you like that. Right. You the man. You put your foot in her head. Just like, yeah. Like, making them feel like if they don't do this, then they are not a man. Not understanding that you can be a man and still do what your wife asks you to do when she asks you to do the dishes. Like, that's not destroying your manhood. Right. A man that needs to put hands on a woman or kill a woman has, like, very fragile manhood. Like, they don't have a sense of identity or anything. And they think, like, this is what I need to do to be a man. But that's toxic masculinity. That's doing more harm than it could ever do good. And then they just raising children and teaching them the same thing. Yeah, that's right. Put your foot on her. Stomp out. Stomp your mama out. Like, right. Teaching their son that it's okay. And, these boys growing up watching their daddy beat their mama, fight her like she in the ring, in a boxing ring. So
they thinking
they're like,
okay.
Oh, okay, that's what I need to do to keep. When she say something crazy to me, that's what I need to do.
Right. And they thinking that's love.
Yeah, and then women growing up thinking, oh, this love. But then I also read a new statistic. I love statistics. Anyway, they was tracking assault, like physical assault, like putting your hands on DV. And they saw that the ages of assault that were the highest were ages 16 to 24. And when you got older, from I think it was 25 up to 34, it dropped huge. So much that by the time that they were in their 30s, it was like less than 6%. But it went from 16 to 34. I do believe it was 30%. It dropped significantly because women, when you're young, you don't understand.
Oh, right, right.
You just going on what everybody else's opinion says. Stick by your man. What did you do to make him mad? Right. You hear all this and you just trying to work it out. You just want to be loved. If I gotta take a few punches to get love, then that's what I do. Right. I mean, it's not much. My daddy did it to my mama, most of the time. So, I mean, once you grow up, you realize, like, I'm tired of getting hit on.
Right.
If you survive.
Right.
If you survive the situation, you're going to be like, I'm tired of getting hit on. I got to leave. But that's the most critical point. That's when most of them get murdered, when they try to leave. So you're kind of stuck.
So that's why that's why I do believe when women be like, why you tell them, like, why don't you just leave? Like, not that easy. Like, it's not right. You never know what he's thinking.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend. I'm not gonna say her name, but I loved her because, like, you ever see a person that just light up the world with their smile and their personality. Right. And you would never think this lady got beat because she's so strong. She knew who she was. Beautiful black woman. She knew who she was. She was salt of the earth, sweet. and she told me a story about her first husband. You know, age 16 to 24.
Right.
Married at 18. And he beat her until she was in her early 20s. Or early or late 20s, somewhere around there. She had 2 kids. And she was telling me one day he was beating me so bad, Ebony. Something in my spirit told me, if I don't fight back, I'm going to die today. She said he had got a hammer and he was beating her with the hammer.
Oh my God.
She said blood was everywhere. I could not see, Ebony. I was like, oh my goodness. Like all I could see was blood. And I just got so angry that I picked up a cast iron skillet, Ebony, and I beat him until he stopped moving. I didn't know if he was alive or if he was dead, but I knew I was alive. And I grabbed my kids. I ain't touched no clothes. I ain't taking nothing out the house. I took my kids and I ran down the street. And ran until I got to my mama's house. I was like, wow. That just, I was shocked. Because I'm just like, you're so strong. Like, you know who you are. You know, you're so sweet. You're not bitter. You would think someone that had been beat like that would be bitter.
Right.
But she was just so sweet. And
lovely, right.
her story, I was just like the look in her face and her tone and the details she told me about the story. I was just like, I know she's telling the truth. Like, she was tearing up. She's like, I didn't even tell my parents. When they asked me why I was leaving him, I told them because he cheated. I said, wow. And they believed that? And you come into their house with blood pouring out your face? Like, that's just sickening. It's so sickening. Yeah. It's sickening.
And this woman warm and bubbly and happy because she got a second chance.
Because she saved her own life. Right. You have to see it as them or you. If you never see it as, if I don't get out of here, this man is going to kill me, you'll stay there forever. You either going to think he's just going to beat you and get over it. Beat you and get over it. Beat you and get over it. But it's only going to amplify until he ends up taking your life.
Right. He going to go overboard one day, right?
And she said that was the first time he had ever picked up a tool to hit her. She's like, now I have been hit with hangers. I've been hit with brooms. But this was a hammer. She said with every hit, Ebony, it knocked me off balance. I was like, oh my Jesus. That's something to go through. Knocked her off her feet.
You know, and it's so many women out here that's going through that today. You know, it's just, you know, they scared to get help. You know, they scared to go and talk to somebody about it. You know, right. And you know, nothing ever done about it until it's too late.
Yeah, and they're like, well, why didn't she tell us?
Right.
Would you have believed her if she did?
Right.
Most people just be like, you know, what'd you do to make her mad?
Right.
No, my son would never do that. My son ain't beat no woman. I ain't teach my son to beat no woman. You gonna stop lying on my son?
Hey man, like y'all mamas, y'all like, I understand y'all love y'all son, but like y'all can't defend all they bullshit that they do.
You can't uphold them in wrong.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you raising it. Every favorite word. You raising a bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she no nigga bitch. That's what it was. You raising a nigga bitch. Cause that is her favorite word. She'll call them out on their shit real quick. Oh, you a nigga bitch. She would call them out real quick. But that's all y'all doing. Y'all raising up these nigga bitches that don't wanna, you know, don't wanna take responsibility for nothing. You know, it's always the woman's fault. They, you know, they can't do no wrong. Like, and I see them all the time. Like, god damn.
All the time.
All the fucking time. Like, all your mama had to do was just, you know, let you take, you know, stop defending you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in the wrong, you know, like, you in the wrong. Like, why would you do that? You know? But, nah.
And that's another thing, probably why they feel so comfortable with killing us, because they don't have to take accountability for anything.
Right. They never had no consequences.
They don't think, you know, they don't take the legal system seriously. Like, if I do kill her, you know, I've never faced the consequence in my life. Like, what they gonna do to me? Like, or they narcissists or manipulators. Like, oh, I could just tell them this, or I could just tell them this about her, and they'll overlook. If I tell them she slept on, cheated on me, slept around on me, that she hit me first, then I get a lighter sentence, or I won't face any consequences.
Man, they'll be crazy to me. How they were like, well, she hit me first. Okay. She attacked me,
and then you beat her to death.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We're trying to get everybody to tune into our videos.
Don't be afraid to leave a comment about the story, about what you think. Was she wrong for what she did, or would you have done the same?
All right.
We out.
We out.